Allowed here by Spirit. That bomb's still stuck behind the Grey Train, so Chopper needs to get it across, and he will do so. Faze a man down, 2 men down rather, with a retake. They do have a kit, but the odds are stacked against them.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Chopper's kept this one in the advantage, getting that immediate trade after his teammate Disbalance was taken care of. Nico and coldzera. Nope, now just coldzera. It does have a kit at least and a smoke as well, but...
One by one, Spirit, they're going to make their way into this A split.
Rain E-Box with this PT-50 is able to complicate matters a little bit out of the gate, and actually the kill presenting itself this time to Nico. It does all.
That's impressive stuff, but it won't hold too much value. It won't hold with too much weight. It's just gonna put Faze on a rifle round here regardless. And Brokey, what?
This AWP, he's trying to get into an angle where he can help his teammate, but nothing's available.
Nice.
Brokey gone aggressive here. Disbalance just got tagged by the AWP, and so that's him put down low. We're looking for a bit of a hero in this round for Team Spirit, and 16-year-old Magix, well, he certainly looks like he could be.
Magix, he looks so good here for Spirit and finds a big round there with Faze's rifles out. Now the Deagle for Rain, it almost feels better than a rifle at times. At least this time he's got to play the round, get out of the... Yeah, for sure. Like, trial by fire, obviously never going to be easy in the short term, but it's all about building a player here for Faze, right? They want taking. Spirit are going to be heading into this bomb site. BMAS lining up a double. That's a good spray from him. The smoke lands in main, and that cuts Spirit out.
See that Chopper's waiting for it, and Chopper does just swing on down, takes Rain out of the round. Sumdai Young, the man who has been an incumbent force at this B bomb site for a little while now. He's going to go aggressive and starts to push up close. Now, Magix was able to get a lot done from this position, but Sumdai Young not able to replicate that same success. Leaves Chopper now.
He is just a breath away from death. Disbalance might gift death, but he unscoped.
BMAS swinging early, lines up a double, and that's all thanks to Mir being brought down to 1 HP earlier on by those nades in main. Magic's on his Ivy lurk, and he is going to deal damage onto Nico, leaving himself now at 1 point of health as well. Faze, they haven't rotated into B, and that's what Team Spirit were hoping for. That's how they'd anticipated this round to go down, and this leaves Magix in a pretty undoable spot. 1 HP versus Brokey and coldzera, 7 seconds left. My goodness, he is going to nail the first man, but yeah, there's just not enough time, sadly.
Great shot, old move. Nothing getting seen. There's the spot and the kill. He falls off. Nico gets dropped though because he came back from that Ivy push and Chopper had already taken control out of Olaf, finding him. So Spirit down a man off the back of Rain, but a man inside of B could find the pick, could force the pain. BMAS has given away his position, and that's going to let SDY just drop on him from above. Quick B pick for Spirit. They can grab.
Tried. Rain will quickly deal with the first, but it's old that he's got to be ready for. On this Ivy flank, Brokey bested almost immediately, and Mir's going to reposition into the connector. He's hidden himself away. Cold, running out of time, taps the bomb. Mir's going to start to creep on in. Cold is sticking it, and Mir beats him to the punchline. 3 kills. No one's cleared out coldzera, though, and he's still here. Now, Mir is, like, edging this way, and okay, yeah, missed shot from Cold. That's going to allow Mir to flick back around and deal with him. And now these Deagles are going to struggle to get much done, you would think. Rain with a nice little flick there on Team Spirit at bay. The flashes Rain on in to Brokey's reposition and take this angle onto the cross. But one man's already gotten up close, and that could cause some problems here on in. BMAS falls within the bomb site, and now Brokey still not able to find this man who's wormed his way up close for Team Spirit. That will instead get mopped up by Rain, and now Brokey looking up onto the rafters. A nice shot on Sumdai Young. And Chopper accidentally throwing his gun away, has retrieved it, but not to
hint that, apart from just having Mir sat here. He's been joined by the AWP, but he won't check the corner. Nico gets out and trades the gun quickly, going above the train and looking for Disbalance, who was scoped in, couldn't see him above him, and now 1 by 1. This is Spirit getting picked apart by Faze. This is Faze feeling in control, and it's not the round that Spirit wanted to muster in this T side, especially considering this is going to break their economy. Nico into that B site for Spirit, and double AWP for Faze could be a bit of a problem, but Nico, well, he's a bit of a solution here in the B halls. 3 kills before that AK is gifted, and what can Spirit do with it? Now here, WP right now, it's going to be BMAS holding the site contact, spraying away, drops that man, AK gets picked up, second for the job. It's Mia, he spots the drop, but the AWP rotates, and Faze will block it.
Oh, BMS Molotov out. The flash is so good, and he gets away with damage, but that's not going to be enough here. There's the shot from Brokey. At least these orbs have been so key at helping out. And is in the back line. They are kind of accounting for it. Chopper's spotted one. Mir's going to mop it up.
Wow.
Oh, and he follows up with the second as well.
Put up these performances that we've wanted out of Mir for a while. In Gambit, it didn't feel like we had the Mir that we know we could have. The Mir that showed us what Vegas Squadron could do at the majors. And right now in this team, Mir is looking like he's found his form again. Spirit, a fast B play once more. BMAS overwhelmed on that bomb site. The AWP might be remembered. But well, either way, let's move past it, Harry.
Yeah, this A play coming through, and Mir's opened up, and Nico with his little UMP up on top of the trains is laying down the pain. Nico still dancing around, finally bested by Magix. He was running low on ammo. Didn't really have much going for him. The rotations have come in, but Sundai Young has snuck through this smoke, and this leaves it all onto coldzera in a one time to set these post plants up. Now he rains out the first shot. He's already anticipating that there's going to be a main peak, and it does come through, but he's not able to connect. The rest of the gang are going to try and come through Pop Dog. Now, BMAS already dropped literally upon his entry into the site. My word, this pistol round is, it's already over, isn't it? It's all on Rain. 1 on 5, now 1v4. He does get one, but it's immediately dealt with. That was so quick.
Oh, it hits Culver right in the face. I love that. He's got a lineup, Harry, for the jump throw above window. There's a reason, man, Spirit have like 80% win rate on every map they play. And that's because they just have so many tricks up their sleeve.
Especially after I spoke to you for an hour about them last night.
That would have been
a real fall from grace for me, wouldn't it? But over at this B site, BMAS doesn't fair.
In that B bomb site, fast play out the Molotovs. Look at the damage these grenades have provided. Brokey has got a kill, and they're all coming up for Faze, but 3 players on 20 health right now. Spirit, I don't know if they know how close, how attainable this round really is. If a player gives over a pick right now and they have that grenade dropping Rain, that's going to bait Spirit. Very doable for Spirit. Even the scout is versatile now. Cold on top of the train. He sees Magix in the corner and drops in quickly. The AWP coming up from Ivy, but Chopper might just look to save. That's a quick kill from him. Now the low players for Faze. The Spirit don't know they're the low players, and so they're not tempted in very fast. It's a slow stall. It's a wait.
Back to whatever Faze throw at you. Can they do that, though? This is where the double AWPs could come in handy. And Magix getting afforded that first kill is certainly going to help. It's onto coldzera, no less. And he's been pretty instrumental for Faze. They push up into the site. This bomb is going to be the last man in. They don't account for Chopper or Oil, but he's only able to find one. It's still the man advantage here for Team Spirit. Nico keeping up with his aggressive face, gets into the front line. Has players all around him, but this is where he might thrive. Brokey dropped, Nico gone, and this is the round for Team Spirit. Oh, nice. Well. Nico not feeling great about that one, and now iDisbalance with his eye on upper. He could have time of his life right now. iDisbalance accidentally falls off the top of Oil, but gets it the third time around, and he's dropped
control here. But with this position, you can see he can take a shot, he can drop off, Pop's being covered, and really there's no sanctuary, there's no safety here for Faze. In fact, the safety's off for Spirit. They're not firing blanks.
Oh, this gun is terrifying. Auto shot, he doing the damage. They do actually get into the site, and there's a chance at a bomb plant here. That's sick for Faze. If they get this down, that's a nice little cash injection towards the end of this path. Luckily enough, bomb and Brokey were both in main. A missed shot from Magix, and the reposition deals with Brokey. Molotov forces him out into the open, but Magix is still taking fights, and he's still taking names. Nico, 1v3, shut down by iDisbalance. And Team Spirit, they take... You've got BMAS baiting, being the kind of bait to draw them in, and Rain waiting close, and boy oh boy, does it work perfectly. Chopper does get the trade, but that is it for good news.
No, he's got a chance for a backstab here for a single kill at best, but you don't want to play this game all too long with Nico. He will be for it. Chopper in his head. Red never doesn't die. Any opportunity they can, they go for it.
So you want JW or Fnatic?
Nice team kill. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the closest we have
I
to
just
it.
said Fnatic, I meant Flusher.
Yeah,
but
you know, we certainly have like Fnatic fill that void, fill that role for sure.
Or config.
But yeah, players here keeps Rain away from stopping that mid to B play like he's so good at. So Cold's got to deal with it from the door with a flashbang, finds nothing. Brokey Brokey giving it a go, but if he dies, that's a round lost, and there it is. Spirit, they get that trade, they deal with Rain in the spawn, he tries to come through on that rotation, and Spirit, they should be able.
And so they wait for a minute, they see if Team Spirit give anything up. They're going to flash BMAS in now, and they look to go in late. They're trying to catch Team Spirit as they leave the site. And while Nico does put up the first kill,
and Mir is too far away to stop them. So, you know, there's a world where Faze win that. It doesn't come through, they miss the shots, but now a fast B play into Brokey and Cole. They drop the bomb immediately. Spirit have to commit. They have to double down here in the site. They're down by 2 as well. Brokey flash back in for another, drops the player at card. Oh, Nico, the confidence to just full take that flash and not move a muscle. Yeah!
Oh, and he nails the shot as to find this round, but this is where the AWP in the post plant can do damage. iDisbalance is going to have a bunch of players coming his way. The flash goes in, he dodges the first man through, but does get dropped, and now it falls to Magix with this Deagle. They're already in this first one. That was just a rehearsal. Here it is, the live show, and BMAS, he's got a front row ticket. He's shut this one down with Rain alongside him, and the rest of the gang falls shortly thereafter. Mir, he's hidden himself in this little hidey hole, and he does swing out to deal with Cold Zera. But a 1v4 puts the smoke out in the wrong spot, and so Team Spirit can just aggress up through Catwalk with it. Brokey is holding this down from the crossroads. He's going to be pretty instrumental, but never mind, because in a matter of moments, both him and BMAS have been bested. Now Nico up from short, trying to peek under this smoke, and as it starts to fade, he is given an angle. The bomb's going down for Catwalk, and Nico, oh dear,
no.
He's dropped 2. Left on to Mir now in a 1v1, 8 seconds left. He's clearing close, but this bomb plant has got to come through. Oh, he's just got it. Half a second left for this plant. Cold up from Catwalk, and Mir looking for him, doesn't know that Cold is here, swings on out, but Cold... yeah, this time they've doubled up inside of the site. And Rain's actually going to go aggressive. He can catch them throwing utility. He can do so much damage. Magix does come in with the trade, but he's burning in this Molotov. Fully flash puts up another on the board. They're spamming this smoke, and he's trying the best he can to make something of this position. Really, if he manages to get anything done, it's an achievement in and of itself. And oh, Magix, what? How's he done that? That should have never been a good situation for him, but somehow he's taken down all 3 at long, and oh, he's in with a 4th. Come on, Magix.
Problem here for Spirit. Rain is in the smoke. He gets flashed through, but he doesn't commit. I think he was blinded by BMAS's smoke because he just hangs out in the spawn. BMAS dies, and Rain gets spammed. That's certainly not how they wanted it to go. At least no flash assist, so take back what I said about that flash.
I don't know how you fix that, but it's definitely there. I can assure you of it. In this round, it's just pistols for Faze. They're stacked up at long, they get flashed in. Magix does get removed immediately, and Mir trapped out here. iDisbalance coming in to try save the day. And Team Spirit, they left the bomb. They got to go back. That's fine, kind of.
5 in a row for Spirit. How much more have they got in the tank?
Oh, iDisbalance with the spawn for long. He has annihilated BMAS on the peak. Now, Nico's pushed up aggressively at Cat. Young is holding for it, but Nico is not deep enough. And so iDisbalance could be in danger. Nico sliding forward, removes him from the round, and Faze, they might be about to right their wrongs. They've got themselves a man advantage. There's still Chopper and Magix left standing in this round. A 2-on-4 required. The easiest round they've ever been a part of, and especially not with Cold in this position.
Staying, that's SDY. He's going to swap it out for an AK. Magic's looking for the long pick, and again and again and again, Spirit find it every time. A man advantage, iDisbalance. Oh dear, BMAS has been giving away his position, but he does get the kill for it. iDisbalance tries to fight. Maybe a flashbang could have been used there for Spirit to guarantee that kill, because if anything, it's just given away back into the round. Ooh, Cold holding mid, tags SDY. Pushing through the smoke is Brokey. And, well, maybe B at the time.
Then he doesn't have to risk it anymore. He can play for the retake. He tries to peek through the molly to snatch one away, and it just doesn't come through. But this is where the flank from Rain, the man topping the charts right now for Faze, could look to do some damage. That's molly. Not quite deep enough to force Chopper out of position.
Oh, yes, it is.
It actually is. And that's him removed. Molly burns him out. Magix and Mir, the 2 M's. Let's see if M and M can wrap this one up quickly. Certainly can. Just got USP tag headshot from the mid peak, and now Team Spirit go aggressive on the back of it.
Of course, still a losable round, but that's the bomb, and so the pressure is really on, and if Spirit can drop it, well, that might just be the round.
Here we go, iDisbalance with this MP9. Nade does good damage. And, oh, well, that's not ideal. The Glocks actually do find him. A bomb plant might be available here to Faze. In fact, it is guaranteed at this point in time. It goes down. And even though pretty much all the kills, and now all the kills do come through for Team Spirit.
The longer you hold an HE in a round, the more valuable it is, right? Like, you know, because the longer the round goes on, the more likely you know where your opponents are playing from. And so, you know, those targeted grenades can be so much more effective.
Disbalance flashes himself in, continues to take up this long position. They've entrusted Chopper with short, and with good reason. He's doing a pretty good job right now. Now, Nico is still close, and they weren't ready for him to be in the site. Brokey's gotten up through Cat, and Nico could actually do a hell of a lot here as long as he keeps buying time. Does eventually get dealt with. Brokey's left in the clutch, and the Rappers come in from Catwalk.
But actually one misses, and that's just going to give Faze a path into B. It hasn't dropped his. He's got his gun out, and maybe that's better as he looks to find fights. Rain dropped, the second man in is made quick work of, and there's another rifle on the side. Faze haven't even had to see. They will deal with it though. Nico, of course, getting 2 kills with the Deagle. It wouldn't be a lot more than just rushing B off spawn.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and do this CT drop with Rain, and that's exactly it, right? He goes down, but then he goes down in a more literal sense of the word as well. He gets dropped. Now, Cold has opened up in middle, and Brokey's followed. Samdai Young is looking for these mid fights, and he swings out from the door, but is immediately...
Faze always are going to take you on B. So, yeah, nice round from them. The Orps are back out for Spirit, though, despite the loss in the previous round. And Mira's found great effect dropping Rain early. He's been the best player for Faze in this entire game. So, for Rain to die first in back-to-back rounds for Faze, that certainly isn't good for them. And now they've got nothing. They're down by 2. They just have to rush B. Samdai Young is alone, trying to stay alive as long as he possibly can, get as much value from that utility, but so will...
Yeah, once again, a heavy emphasis on this tunnels rotation from Team Spirit. BMAS is going to try and hold the line, but he gets shut down immediately. Brokey now, 1-on-3. Let's see what you're made of. Swings on one.
Bomb site, right? They've not had enough players to play the tunnels, and this time they've got 5 alive. They're going to run it. They're going to rush it, and there's only one man here. The flick with the AWP will not connect, and this is getting wrecked by flashbangs.
Oh, speaking of wrecked by flashbangs, look at this long take. The flashes just rain over high in supply, and Disbalance was never able to get a kill off as a result. They lose Magix early on. Team Spirit wants to get a man down. Ooh, mid push from mid, and he lands the no-scope. Brokey was not ready for it. Now, Cold is holding on to the top of mid, but he's not going to be ready for this double push-up catwalk. However, also, BMAS down in lower tunnel. Samdai Young just checks it just for a fast rotation. This is a very hard round for Faze now.
These shots missing for mid. He follows up with a second, but the AWP's getting chased down by Nico. 3 kills and immediately traded.
They're going to try and survive the cross, and they will get by. Rain isn't so lucky, but Nico will deliver the kills in the site, and this leaves Samdai Young all alone once again. Only this time, overwhelming odds against him. Faze looking like they're going to put this 10th round up on the board. They're even hunting down Samdai Young. They want to take everything away. They know that they've broken Team Spirit's money success towards this side of the map. Now, in response to this, Mir going aggressive up into the top of mid. Once again, this fight down in lower tunnels.
Was waiting for that play. The smoke lands. BMAS gets away with a kill, but they're going to run with their knives out, looking to hunt him down. No, not allowed. Not on my watch. Faze.
Countless times. So let's see if that's the same case now.
Yeah.
He gets bested almost immediately. And now these short players, they've got to react so fast.
And yeah, this AWP's not really had too much effect in this second half. So it'd be nice to see Disbalance find, well, not that. Bullet to the head. Oh dear, Rain, he wants everyone. He wants all the kills. And SDY trying to save the AWP. He has got cover from Mir. Oh dear, but look at that lower. I'm
not like a big fan of it. I think I'd love to see Team Spirit go back to something a bit more standard. Now, they get Brokey down into the pit in this round, but the AK of Mir is here. Brokey's opened up B, not Brokey rather, BMAS has opened up B in the meantime, and Nico's still holding on to long. He's got this one under wraps. Samdai Young, while he does get the kill, riding on the coattails of the right players being in the right place at the right time, and that's a good start. Nico will respond to leave this in a 4-on-4. Disbalance smites down another with this AWP, and there's more players coming his way before all is said and done. Nico coming in late on a long wrap. The only man they know about was this AWP of Disbalance. Magix was an unknown entity, and he's tucked in at the blue bin, tries to peek, but now he's trapped. The molly gonna force it out into the open. Nico jiggling, wiggling. Someone's gonna get this kill, and it's Nico to deliver it. Brokey and Nico. They've got this down from a 2-on-2 now to a 2v1. Mir, the only man left standing. 1 kill to his name already in this round. The bomb dropped up on Catwalk, and he's holding for a late mid-play phase. They got to go grab this bomb, and Nico gonna be the man to get it.
Oh, listen. He's hearing Harry. He's got the audio. He knows the footsteps.
I don't
He can hear Brokey's on Catwalk.
Look at this. Can Team Spirit pull this one back? Cold Zera out through long, opening up with the first kill.
Oh,
Trade
no.
attempted.
What?
And that's a very confusing kill feed, but we're into a 3-on-3. Nico.
Chopper trade more scared. Now they're going to move in. Brokey with the AWP on the first contact. The lineup. Idisbalance gets 1. He doubles it. A second. Idisbalance shutting it.
Rain still at A, still being a nuisance, and does deal with Idisbalance. Faze looking to take the first round here in overtime.
That is such an excellent round for Faze. Like, so well played. The fact that Rain fully sells that bait with a CT-sided smoke and just cuts Spirit out of the B-bomb site. They're going to try and get back in. Brokey's tagged, but he trades onto 1. Magic's dropped in the tunnel, and SDY and Chops are at their feet. And now they've got to go through the door instead. BMAS is holding it. He gets away with the first and the second. Faze finds 16. Look at this.
Oh, tunnels push from Team Spirit.
What?
They're bringing
What?
the fight to Faze, and that's a decision that they are definitely going to come to regret.
Oh, no, Mir. Not like this.
Oh, there we go. He's back. And he's gone again. But it's fine. He got 1 in amongst all of that.
How?
Samdai Young now trying to keep the dream alive. Does deal with Brokey, but spammed to death through the doors. Idisbalance in a 1 bomb, and now they go on the back of this flash from Certus. They try and get up through CT. There's the mow down. Chopper and Certus on the receiving side. Biomass comes in with the trade, and Idisbalance. Oh, we don't get to roll back the ears just yet. Rain looking over here towards Cat, gonna put down Magics on the entry. And this might fall apart for Team Spirit. This third map looking like a lock-in now for Faze. They're dealing with them 1 by 1. And it's only Idisbalance and Samdai to happen. It's likely going to be nuke for this Faze squad. They get the bomb planted. Samdai Young will put up 1. Now, Idisbalance has been good at delivering us some big moments, but this has got to be bigger than ever. He's lit up the first man. Down to the 1v2. He's lost his teammate. He's trying to search for these players. Spots out the man at long, but sneaking through this CT smoke. He's dropped past.
Let's be safely. Chopper's going to get tagged on the way down, but an Armada, he's in this lower bomb site. Cold, quick kill, looking for a little more as well. Doesn't want to hang around forever. They're going to hunt him down in the vent. He doesn't realize they're chasing.
Though, and there's a lot of players here for Faze. Nico and BMAS holding down the ramp. BMAS actually dropped down behind the cubby. Magix gets picked on up with the USP, just tapping him down from afar. Bomb plant needs to come through here as a bare minimum for Team Spirit, and they will get it planted, but that is time before Nico springs to life. He's now peeking up and over, and he does spot the plethora of players here for Team Spirit. Not really many left now, though, as Nico has hunted them to extinction almost. However, there's a little ray of hope. Magic still alive, still a threat, now no longer.
See that A site, by the looks of things. Players in secret, the ramp getting taken. The Biomass holding on, he gets 1. Trade is in. Secret getting controlled as well. There's a kill coming through in that lower area, and well, Team Spirit are all over this one. Magic still hanging around outside. Rain does rid him of the round, but it comes with a cost. Spirit is still taking B. They just need to get past Nico.
Yeah, that's easier said than done when Nico is inside of the site. Oh no, they haven't checked for it, and now the little jump scare. Nico raining down death inside of this B-bomb site, leaves it all onto Chopper in a 1v2. And they do
cover from that hell spot. Oh, he spotted them as well, but he's out in the open, he's wide, and will not survive. He only gets 1 traded and a gun gifted to Spirit, who can just hit that B-bomb site. Nico's here again, though, ready to put up another fight.
Oh, a madman repositioning onto the ramp. They know that Samdai Young is here, and they're quick to try and deal with him. They do find it. Chopper now, once again, in the clutch. He wasn't able to get the 1v2 off in the round prior, but this time, there's a chance. Half the time ticked off for this bomber. Both the players rooting in through control. Chopper finds the first, follows up with a second, and he'll put the team are playing with like the new generation of Team Spirit. And his old mate SDY alongside him. Now, trades not coming through here for Faze. This lobby crunch has not gone their way. Idisbalance is going to lay the round to rest. Nice. The competitive half here. You know, you can just kind of unchain Dima and let him be comfortable, have the rest of the gang popping off, and Idisbalance certainly is.
My.
Deary me. Okay. I'm liking this, man. Team Spirit, or so he thinks. Him and Magix are going to meet later on up in heaven. Chopper has dealt with Nico down here in secret, and Magix wrapping other than safety. And just be allowed to hang around to come in for the retake, and that's if there's even a retake attempted, which at this point I don't think there will be. There is still money for Faze, and maybe with that kill found, I don't think that would help Cold in any capacity, and it would also just give up his position. So they're still hanging around, they're still waiting outside of the site, but that kill really should solidify it. It will be.
Spirit have taken so long that Faze have had time to rotate back into A. They've even dropped in from Heaven 2 more players. That's a big pick. It's going to tempt them back in, but they're walking into a stacked setup. Idis balance with a double opener. Brokey can't have a say in the round. He's got to run away.
But Magix and Idis balance, and they sit there and go, okay, it's our time to shine now. It's our time to step up. We've got to take this game into our...
Oh, a moment to shine here. The plant coming in. Spam is good. Oh, he does finish the job. Looks for a second as well and even bursts the body. Takes down Demon. The bomb dropped. The rotates are in. It's all on SDY and Chopper. Nice shot, but he gets traded from above. Rain is every...
Bomb is in the middle of the site. He knows there's no chance of getting it down, so he's got to find the frags, and they don't present themselves. Rain and Biomass...
As a team, as a unit, Spirit have been so impressive in how they approach these rounds, but well, on the other side of things, there's Nico dropping a man in the yard. The flash is good, and Nico actually only gets legged off that shot. He can escape, but he hangs around, and that will be his demise. Dropped by the AWP. SDY finds an entry to ramp, and that's Bemis got.
Down at this bomb site. Demon not able to hold his own at ramp, and that has given Faze a way back in. 3-on-2, but time working against them. Magix surviving on his rotation in secret, but it's a little too late. Rain's already slipped by and dealt with some Die Young. They close the door on Magix. There's almost a lineup, but the defuse held.
It'll close here as Faze finding success on the CT side. Brokey's aggression is excellent as it takes down the T-sided AWP that's been responsible.
Has started to consider this as an option. He rotates down now. Magix is just trying to save the orb.
Oh.
Chopper gets dropped, and so it is just the save. One of the things that's kind of cool about that, right, is if Chopper...
Rain is going to let them pass. He hears all the footsteps. The grenade is good, and it slows him down, allowing him to spam. Now, what's the timing like? Yeah, he doesn't expect it. He thought he had a gap. He thought he had a chance. Chopper's been there all round long, and now Spirit, they know they've got a top site hit. They know they've got a kill on A. Do they still want to commit towards B, where Faze are thrown a heavy rotation?
Oh dear, if they do make this decision to commit, they are walking into this stack, but maybe it's not a...
Nico, he's got info this time though. He hears the footsteps outside. There's 2 players on either side of him. Oh, that's one turning around. Nico getting traded, and it's the quick orb shot from Idis balance.
These lobby pushes have usually been great for Faze as well, and time after time they serve to blindside Team Spirit. Now they do run out of ammo, but Rain is still laid down the pain with the Deeg, and they get it done. We're just... makes that round Phases. Now this time, Team Spirit, last round of the first half, they try and vent dive, they try and get down, and in a sense, they do get down, but not in the way they would have liked. They both fall, and the bomb is now lost on this upper site. So suddenly, Team Spirit, it wasn't the game plan to commit to A, but they've got to do it. They have to find these kills, and they do deal with the first man. And right now, his only job is to hold for these vent rotations, and he might even keep that as his role if they're able to deal with BMAS. However, it's not looking great for that right now. And so Chopper's given up his position. BMAS best side this balance. He's done a great job of holding down this B site. And this is where, I think we either see Faze leap ahead or we see just how resilient these Team Spirit boys are. But a fast A play and some Die Young raining down death from atop the hut. This is so quick, so clean, and everything in between. Nico, the last man remaining, and players coming up ramp. Will they be ready for Brokey in this position? They spot him, and they do deal with the man left on the lurk. So actually now, Faze going back into this A site. Rotations coming through nice and early for Team Spirit. They've got the read. They know what's going on in this round, and they get it under wraps nice and quickly.
Happy if they lose this series with a stand-in for Spirit. Magix with a shotgun making moolah. He is covered in cash and, well, eventually runs out of ammo, but luckily it's not a lost round. It's just...
Time is becoming a problem now for Faze. It was looking good in the beginning of this. Magix is looking physically everywhere, and flicks back up into heaven, but isn't able to connect the shot. Chopper tries, but drop this smoke for the fallback. Ramp room's lost, but some Die Young trying to come in to mop up the damage. They are a little bit deeper than Demo is ready for through the vents in secret.
Yeah, it's crucial how fast Faze took B and planted after they killed Dima there. So many teams hang around for too long. Faze couldn't afford to do that, or Spirit would have had rotations. They run into the site and plant, and things are getting a little bit messy here. The shotgun's chugging away and takes Rain down low. He's finished off by Chopper. Just Cold now in a clutch that is doable. He's down to 10 though, flashed out wide with a peek. He's up for the fight, and so is Sundai Young.
To go there, just on scoping at the wrong time. This fire now burning him out into the open. He hits the dirty bomb, and I disbalance, lighting them up outside to get Team Spirit over the line with a stand-in. And here he is, by the way, the stand-in in all his glory. Dima shutting down Brokey at ramp, leaving it on BMAS in the 1v4. Not able to connect these shots. 13 on the board for Team Spirit. Fade and Code's like, well, I really didn't want to have to run, but I guess I got to run. And if you got places to go, Chopper's going to follow you there. He does deal with Cold Zeret down in secret. Man advantage now taken up against this partial buy. Hero AK was entrusted into Nico's hands by Nico. So let's see if he can deliver. Does get shut down actually immediately, and it's only Rain left. 1v5. Not going to happen in this round. I disbalance 33 outages. He's smiling away as he's watching his team with pride. Nico does elude Chopper outside, and this is what I mean. Nico, he knows his stuff at this red box, because no...
Just coming through the choke point that is the A site. BMAS looking for a pick, he's got it. 2 kills away at Faze. It's a must-win round for them to stay alive in this series. Nico is doing everything in his power to make that happen. Balance drops him after a second. Magic needs to win this fight, or this round is done, because Faze are already sending that bomb down towards B. There's nothing...
to the future here to get back into this game. At least started on the right path. Rain fast in towards this upper site, and it's a fast A play. This time, no multi-kills found. BMAS with a stellar 3k transfer. Is this going to be enough to find the round? Because he does fall on the back of it. 2 on 3. Chopper and Dima left on the other side, and Dima is isolated up in head.
It could always get worse.
Well, let's see. Magix is going to try and really worsen the day. He almost catches the timing there, but instead, as they push lobby, they are greeted with the AWP of Brokey. It's very unlikely that they salvage this round, but they're going to give it their best attempt. Okay. And with that kill, the bomb was dropped. Dima now holding the lobby. Sundai Young re-aggressing, and that's one step too far. Faze, they just sit
outside. So if this goes bad, if Faze walk into a stack, which they are, they can just bail and go B with a bomb. So that's going to be the call here. Sundai Young gets a gun. He doubles down. Faze, they're going to abandon this. They have nothing to do with that A site. They've seen a stack. They've seen one, and they actually don't know where these 3 other players are, but they're going to gamble anyway. Dropping drip B, getting lower. Nico climbing up is dropped as well. BMAS holding onto the lobby with 1, but there's 2 more in main for him to deal with. He's looking the wrong way. The transfer from BMAS again and again. His spray that kill, he could be coming on a hell wrap. So Balance has to be aware of that, and he will spot him as well. Big kill coming through. Now the bomb doesn't want to go A. Now it has to go ramp because they've lost their split player on the site. Into Dima they go, but oh look, Balance is here as well.
Yeah, now, Brokey is going to keep his eye on ramp. Oh, actually moving off, and Dima's allowed to swing out on the back of it. Only good for 1. Brokey holding for that peak, has brought it into a 2-on-2. Disbalance looking for a trade. Has given up even odds to Faze. It's Brokey and Nico left in this one to try and get match and series point. Nico besting down Nico. That nade doesn't do the damage he was hoping for. Brokey backed off into decon. They've got a crossfire on this bomb. Sundai Young dropping a smoke, goes back to find Nico, and now just Brokey with this AWP. Time is going to be the problem for Sundai Young. He's got to be quick on this approach. He has to get the info as to where Brokey hides. And with decon door open, he might start to suspect Sundai Young round the corner, sees the leg through the bottom of the door, lands the spray, now on the bomb. Brokey has to get him off because Sundai Young's sticking it, and he does. Match and series point for Faze.
Is that the right call? We'll have to wait and see. Spirit, no utility really in this round. They're relying on the
shotgun and a dream. And if there ever was a more perfect story to serenade us with, it's the sound of this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Another one. Magic score. He lines up 2. And it's all left onto Cold Zera to try and deny an overtime in a 1v3. Down into the B site he goes. But that momentum leading in their favor. They've just played 15 rounds of this. They're ready. They're raring to go. And they explode into the A bomb site. But it's more like an implosion. 1 by 1, they've been bested. Nico, however, trying to turn the tide of back. Cold gets the information that there's players outside. It's this hot player in Dima that could do it all. Cold's just burned to death.
100-0.
The molly wasn't even lighting up for this A play. Magic's playing close to the hut, turns away from a flash that never comes, but Chopper will double up, and they don't account for Sumdai Young. Still here, he drops into the fray, and that puts him in front of Nico. Bonfart going to come on through here for Faze. I disbalance in main. Flashes for a teammate for the Heaven Peak, but that just signals it to Nico to continue this tear. But is he going to check the close right angle? He doesn't. Sumdai Young playing the trigger discipline, but no more players come down towards Secret. It's not great in terms of, making a play to win you the round, but it has got the information that this is not looking like a B play. However, Chopper swinging for the info outside. That's the decision he comes to regret. Magic's now not able to hold down the A bomb site. Time though, Nico here, and if you remember in that first half, never really felt like much of a threat. Well, he's come alive in OT, and he shuts down Chopper. I disbalance, had a chance to get that trade there and then, and actually...
Oh dear, he's actually close towards the door already. If he pushes here, he is dead in the water. But the flash out, he can find the timing. He's forced the peak. He's got away with two. Brokey shutting this round down. And the AWP no-scope will do everything they need and more. Faze.
The end for Team Spirit, and the beginning for Faze as they look to take the 2-1 victory in this series. Sumdai Young, he's someone who's delivered...
Lower into Rain. He's waiting in the secret. Got info from that contact room. And SDY going to drop him nice and quick.
Yeah, Sumdai Young going to be this first point of contact, and the nade gets rid of him. Chopper and Magix, they're grouped up together. Time has ticked away from this bomb, and they're playing to deny this defuse. The perfect way to deal with it, and they get Brokey off. There's not enough time for Brokey to get this defuse, and while he does get all the kills needed, the round goes in favor.
But also assist outside where those smokes are landing. Brokey can view above them if he wants to take the risk, but he's going to flash his teammates through. Coldzera going for a hero play. Oh, he mows down one. Rain's come out as well through the garage with a double. Somehow, some way, Faze have turned this round on his head, but look at SDY. He's taken the A site.
Yeah, Sumdai Young deeper than they were ready for, and BMAS gets cut down. Brokey, it all falls onto him. He had a very quiet first half of play, but all of that might not matter if here in overtime he stops this from going on any longer. Back into this round. Magix has all the time in the world to get set up in the post plant here. He's holding the vents. Brokey's coming from this position, and he's not going to get many chances. Brokey nails it the first time around, and just like that, Faze, they're going to lock in the victory here. And